Can everyone remember that period before COVID when Thailand was the go-to holiday destination in the world? People would be working their asses off in their own country, and that a trip here would help keep their sanity. They'd go for that lovely weather, the scenic views, vast number of daytime activities, and the girls? Maybe. However, somewhere along the line, after COVID, certain tourists have started to become very rude, and that Thailand seems to have now lost its charm.
Found with more than 9 kilos of crystal.
It seems like a lot of the media outlets are starting to cover issues such as the increasing rise in foreign misbehaviour and certain groups of people settling in the country. I wanted to talk more about the wrongdoings of the Chinese, Russians and Nigerians, but clearly somebody didn't like that I was trying to raise awareness for one of those particular groups. So even though I only call out a few certain groups in this video, just know that in reality it's a lot more. But yeah, in this video I'm going to be talking about reports of the bad behaviour, why the sudden hate for Israeli and Indian tourists have occurred, Brits acting stupid, and just how this is ruining Thailand's image. I'm going to start with the group of people that's on everyone's mind right now, and can I just say, actually, you know what, let's start with the Brits. I'll do the Brits first, that way I won't get accused of being completely biased.
The world is done with British tourists causing chaos. Regional governments are discussing blacklisting Brits in sesh-heavy hotspots Mallorca and Ibiza.
Yeah, definitely add Thailand to that list. I'm really not proud of creating this segment. If you are a fellow Brit and have subscribed to my channel, I'm sorry, I'm about to have a rant about some of us. I read this comment on one of my videos the other day, and after thinking about it, we are the worst tourists. Or if not, then one of the worst. I think the reason why it hasn't been spoken about a lot here in Thailand is because so many people are instead focusing their attention on other nationalities who have coincidentally also been acting poorly. You guys are making me look bad. I've literally spent the last 2 months questioning some of the bad habits from other nationalities, and you go and do this? Can't you just go in a corner where no one's around? There's literally people staring at you, and you're pissing on someone's property. Man, I'd be so embarrassed if I did this.
British tourist is facing 10 years in Thai prison for reportedly killing a woman while attempting a wheelie on his motorbike.
Oh man, I feel so ashamed right now.
This kind of story just makes me sick to my stomach, because what kind of example is this setting for British people? No wonder the world thinks British tourists are just a bunch of idiots. For any youngsters that plan on travelling the world to places like Thailand, you need to think to yourself, these people are gracious enough to let you into their country, experience all of their culture and enjoy yourself while you're there. So don't be an absolute tool and have some respect.
This guy couldn't have explained it any better. Honestly, it's these sorts of twats that are ruining it for us. A word of advice, guys. If you're young and don't know how to drive a motorcycle, don't make Thailand the destination where you can start solo learning. Thailand is no joke when it comes to driving. There are so many road accidents, and if you do know how to drive one, then please don't do any reckless driving, because you'll end up either getting fined or put in prison.
To Thailand now, as officials say a tip-off led them to a Bangkok hotel where a British man was found with more than 9 kilos of crystal.
Why? And I just don't understand why we still continue to do this.
Say they've arrested a 23-year-old British national, that he was found with more than 9 kilograms of...
Now you're stuck in prison for life. Good job.
The tourists on a notorious island in Thailand.
Again? Why am I not surprised? Of course this happened on one of the islands. Those places are like a backpacker haven with all the beaches, hostels and parties. We are so bad. Whether or not he was scammed, just don't make a scene out of it. Go to the police station. I've been scammed. People watching this video has been scammed. We've all been scammed. But life goes on.
Some shocking news out of Phuket. 4 British men have been arrested after targeting an American tourist.
Okay, I think I've proved my point now. I'm done talking about this. We are the worst. Just kick all of us out. Now then, if I was to create a ranking order of which nationality is disliked the most in Thailand, Israel or India would be at the top spot. Not my opinion, it's the opinions from the majority of others. There is an overwhelmingly large amount of dislike for both of them in many comment sections, and what's interesting is that they both receive different types of hate.
Hey, Bruce, you're the manager, right?
Yeah.
Which nationality is the most difficult tourist?
Oh, mostly Israeli.
Difficult.
They want everything for free.
Free. Israel or India? Israel.
Israel.
Wow, the guy even questioned him a second time. Israel or India? And straight away.
Israel.
Israel. They want everything for free.
Free.
Why do they want everything for free? Where is this sense of entitlement coming from? Remember when I spoke about that news article where a certain group of Israelis come together, eat a lot, order more, and then run away? I jokingly said, are they broke? I'm starting to believe my own joke now. Like seriously, whether you have a good or bad experience at a hotel, just pay the freaking bill. That's it. Done. If you feel unsatisfied, then, I don't know, leave a review. People have businesses to run and they don't want to end up in financial ruin, all because you're too stubborn to pay. Israeli tourist arrested for stealing temple donations in Thailand. So, I did a bit of research on this incident and I found a news article stating that this Israeli man allegedly tried to steal envelopes containing funds for a local temple after being denied a refund for a massage. Okay, so we've got Israelis being entitled to free hotel stays, entitled to free food, and now entitled for a free massage. What's next? Free flights? Do they really not have any money? It sort of reminds me of that trend a couple of years back where groups of foreign tourists that didn't have any money kept going around Thailand, constantly sitting on the streets and begging for money to fund their travels. What were they called again? Was it backpackers? Bro, get a job. Thankfully, this trend seems to have died down now. Foreigners begging for money is illegal in Thailand, and it is a law that the police do crack down on. The authorities seem to have addressed this issue, but I have heard that they've begun migrating to other Southeast Asian countries. Honestly, if any of you see them anywhere without permits, begging for money with their silly little guitars and hippie outfits, just don't give them anything, or they're going to keep doing it. Why should we give you money to continue travelling around more? No one cares. In fact, this can offend a lot of people. Back home, people work hard so that they can save up and enjoy a nice holiday here, and to see this, it just goes to show how lazy you lot are. So stop ruining Thailand's image, go back home and get a job. A Thai news source with over 4 million subscribers has posted a video titled "What has happened on Got Penang? From tourist paradise to Israeli settlement." Okay, isn't Got Penang in the south of Thailand? I thought they were in the north. What? They're in the south as well?
แหล่งข่าวบอกกับเรานะคะว่าชาวบัตรในเกาะพะงันนั้นถูกจัดให้เป็นพื้นที่แบบ gated community หรือชุมชนที่อยู่อาศัยที่ล้อมรอบด้วยกำแพงหรือรั้วกั้น
Okay, so after watching the whole video, it's basically talking about how, where and why so many Israelis are settling there, and that there is a holistic healing center for those who are going through PTSD. I mean, it's a very thoughtful idea, but it is going to receive some backlash because you are doing it on an island where the population is low and in a foreign country. There are going to be locals who have lived on the island for many years who will express their concerns in saying that a part of Thailand is being taken away from them, hence why there is a hashtag called Save Got Penang. Police on Got Penang have uncovered what they believe to be another illegal Israeli-run tourism front company operating under a Thai nominee. The operation was exposed after a joint raid by tourist police, immigration and district officials arrested 5 unlicensed tour guides conducting ATV excursions for Israeli tourists. You know, you lot aren't doing yourselves any favours if you were to try and regain some credibility. For some reason, every time I create a video about over-tourism and the decline of Thailand, it's very hard to not include this lot and point out the negatives. But you know what? I'm going to do something different. I'm going to talk about the negatives, but also a positive. So let's start with the positive. This is the Diwali festival in Pattaya city, which occurred in mid-October for 3 days. It was quite a decent event where it attracted many Indian families. There was an epic Indian concert, and there were many stalls that sold Indian food. And yes, I wanted to embrace the spirit of Indian culture. I ate Indian food, listened to some Indian music, and got a henna tattoo. I couldn't fault anything about this festival, and it probably contributed a bit to Pattaya's tourism revenue. The event was quite diverse, it wasn't overcrowded, and the food looked like it was made in an environment that met hygiene standards. For a split second, Pattaya actually started to feel like a family-friendly destination.
These were visuals of Indian passengers on a flight to Thailand.
भाई मैं जा रहा था थाईलैंड और मैंने अपनी फ्लाइट में कुछ ऐसी चीजें देखी जो मुझे बोलना पड़ा. मतलब हम इंडियंस को हर जगह अपनी बेइज्जती कराने में मजा आता है भाई. फ्लाइट में लोग खड़े होकर ट्रैवल कर रहे हैं. मैं लिटरली इसको ट्रेन बना दिया. ट्रेन है सरकारी बस, खड़े होकर ट्रैवल कर रहे हैं यार.
You see, now this is where it starts to fall apart for them. When they do stuff like this, and I feel bad for the other Indian nationals who behave well and don't do any of this, because it's always the minority that drags them down. They aren't even in Thailand yet, and they're already doing something questionable. Honestly, the pilot should have just turned the flight around.
He said that the people were loud, rude, and didn't care about the comfort of others. Now, these comments might sound really harsh, but they show that there is a big issue of awareness when it comes to etiquettes and respect for others.
I assure you, those comments aren't harsh. How can it be harsh when it's the truth? You see, this is one of the main reasons why Thailand's image is damaged right now. There are certain groups flocking there, bringing along their questionable habits or entitlement, and are putting the country in a bad light. So, tourism numbers are down, right? Supposedly. But why does it feel like it's the opposite? Why do I feel that Thailand is experiencing over-tourism, even though it has been confirmed that Chinese, Malaysian and Western tourism is down this year? I don't know. Maybe it's because so many people are deciding to settle here, which is leading to different spending habits.
Holiday in Pattaya for 5 days. How many days or how many months you need to...
Dude, he's just littered on the floor. He just threw the wrapper on 2 tourists walking past. There's literally a bin right behind him. The interviewer is asking questions with an open mind and coming from a neutral perspective. And he just... Look, he's done it again! He's done it again! There's a bin behind you. Why do they litter so much? Why? I found a clip explaining this, by the way.
We are in an Airbnb and we are going to ask our security where we can throw this because there is no bins anywhere here.
Before we all start laughing again, may I just say that if anyone does see someone sleep during a massage, it's completely normal. Also, that massage shops nowadays don't get a lot of customers as much as they used to, so seeing that this place received quite a few customers is quite encouraging. Actually, seeming as we are on the topic of Indian sleeping, remember this viral post? Apparently, this video has been debunked, and it wasn't Indians sleeping on the beach. According to local authorities, it was confirmed that they were from Bangladesh, Myanmar, Nepal and Sri Lanka.
The Indians, when they came in the country, they have all the bookings by hotel bookings, fly return tickets and all. And I don't think so. They look like Indian, but they are not Indian. That's what we think about this.
What we know that they are not Indians because they have bookings, hotel bookings and flight back So they cannot stay longer than their bookings. Okay.
I'll leave you guys to decide for yourselves, but if this is the case, then Sri Lankans or Bangladeshis, if I see more of this, I'm coming for you next. I'll probably end the video here. I could have spoken about the Russians again because some of them are causing a stir up in Phuket, but I already explained this in my previous video. Go check it out if you haven't yet. Now, if you are from one of the countries that I have mentioned and feel a bit annoyed by what I've said, please don't be, unless you are one of the individuals behaving inappropriately or participating in illegal activities. Those are the ones that need to start looking at themselves in the mirror because they're ruining it for you, me, and Thailand.